heard so many stories. I'll share one quick story that which I call Pedro stories that I heard over the last few days. My Aunt Carmelina had just learned how to drive, okay? And she was pulling into a driveway and knocked somebody's gate or fence, ran into it with her car. And she came home all flustered, only how the Aunt Carmelina can be, those of you that really know her. And my dad said, wait, what happened? She said, I just knocked over somebody's fence. And my dad goes, was it wood or was it concrete? She said, it was wood. And my cousin says he put on his overalls, put on his belt, and went over to this person's house and knocked on their door and said, hello, Miss Porta has hired me to fix your fence. That's my father. Okay, that's my father. And just like that story, there's hundreds of stories. I hope over time some of you will share them with our family, how he touched you, or how he influenced your life, or just a Pedro story, one thing that you remember about him, because we want to make a memorial book and want to include some of these stories. So if any of you would have me, why not? One of the things that hurts me the most is that my child would like to meet his grandpa. So hopefully through this memorial and through this book, I can share with my my children just who their grandfather was. So if you can email them to us, and if you have a favorite picture, please send it to us, because I really want to make this book in memory of him. Okay. So that's the Carmelina and our times in Culver City. At that point, he got involved in community service. He was a founding member of the Cuba Sports Club in Culver City. Those were another very memorable years, bowling and softball, and kept the Cuban culture alive. I used to participate in comparsa and watch the old guys play dominos and tell stories about the old country. It was really a wonderful time when Culver City was a tight enclave, as other communities were in for Cubans. So he got involved in there. And he continued his service by joining the Culver City Police Department. He first started out as in the neighborhood watch program, where he taught Latino families how to look out for their neighborhoods and how to protect their houses with the correct locks. I remember going as a child with him to see some of these presentations. And he was part of the first graduating class of the Culver City Police Department Reserve Officers Program. And he was always so proud to wear that uniform. That picture you see of him in uniform, I think he was so proud to wear that uniform. And so many great stories came out of those years, okay? And they actually gotten better as the years went on, but he was so proud. And I want to thank all the gentlemen, the officers here that have come to honor him. This would have made him so proud, because he really felt that. The LAPD has that slogan to protect and to serve, and that my father really instilled. That was his life, to protect and to serve. So again, I thank all of you gentlemen for being here. I'm sure. Dad got invited to the White House by Ronald Reagan. That's another milestone his life that he was very proud of. He got invited to the White House to discuss Latino issues and migration issues with Ronald Reagan and George Bush Sr. And again, that's another area of his life that he was very proud of, that he got that recognition. My dad was a true patriot. He loved Cuba. And Cuba was always around our house, in the pictures and his emails. And those of you who were part of his email list understand how my father was. He never hid who he was and wore it on his sleeve. He instilled a very, very deep love for Cuba in me. Me and his son was born there. Over the years, he instilled a great love for Cuba in me. My father and I had a different vision on Cuba. I wouldn't always know, but I would tell him, I said, Dad, you lived 50 years in the past. You were molded, and Cuba was part of you in the 1950s. And that was when you became. And I live 50 years in the future. My destiny will be in the future, and the foundation that I can help set for the future generations. And though our views were different and our solution for the problem was different, we respected each other. I understood his pain and sense of betrayal, and he understood my love and vision and passion for what Cuba can be in the next 50 years. And I ask some of the parents here that, that your children have their own Cuba experience and be mutual respect, because we are the future, and we can help that country so much with our ideas and what we've learned in this wonderful country, and they need it. So, we need to look to the future over there. God works in mysterious ways. Just a month ago, my dad and my mom were so fortunate to take this trip together. My father thought that my mom had a serious condition, which she did not know about. And so he had the opportunity to go to Miami and spend time with our families down there. And got to see everybody, and got to go to Paul and Miriam's house and do his magic tricks and teach the next generation some of his wonderful tricks that he's taking with him. I mean, I think he's already starting to play tricks on us, and we can talk about that later. But yeah, he was so fortunate to have had that trip, to be able to see everybody and go to Florida. To my mother, Mom, you're not alone. You have a beautiful family that loves you, that will support you. He is with us, and we just need to live with his memory, and you're so lucky to have a man like that in your life for so many years. He would not want us to feel sorry, to feel bad. He would want us to continue. To my brothers, Frankie and Fred, I say the best way to want our dad's life is to live it like he would have wanted us to live. Full of love, full of passion, doing what we want to do. And loving, staying together and always being close and looking out for each other, just how he looked out for us over the years. To Sean, Abuelito loved you very much. He loved you like you can't imagine. And please try to live your life to make Abuelito proud. Do good in school, and when you do things, you ask yourself, would Abuelito like this? Because you were what you most loved. To my wife, Yaima, you have proven yourself once again. You are the best thing in my life, and we love you so much, and you are part of the family. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me. Miriam, you're so strong. Thank you so much for being with us in the hospital there, day in and day out. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much. You have our full love and respect. Thank you so much for it. To my aunts, uncles, cousins, let's try to be closer as a family. Let's try to figure out how we can get together to honor my father different times. Let's keep his memory alive. Let's try to live our lives like he would have lived it. I am so lucky. I could not have a better family. I just can't imagine. So again, I thank you so much for your love and your support over the years. And let's just try to be closer. To the rest of our family and friends, I say to you also to try to live your life just a little bit like Pedro lived, because there's no way to live it fully the way he lived. I think if everybody just lived a little bit like him and gave and didn't expect anything in return and just lived for the sake of giving and doing, the world would be such a better place. They say as long as one person in the world remembers you, you will never die. So I will make sure that my father will never die. I will always remember him. To my father, thank you so much for everything you've taught me. Thank you for believing in me. If you understand, I will live my life in your honor. We're going to miss you so much. And thank you for being the best father in the world. Thank you very much. Now other people can